So I recently made a suggestion on the official Game of Thrones Discord. If you haven't joined that yet, it's important to go there. Many updates, suggestions, report bugs and so much more. The link is in the description. And what I want them to do is to add a new layer to the Merchant Guild, mainly because I've been gaining more and more materials chests, as well as normal items of course from gathering. Now I rarely gather, I simply produce a lot in my city and I can't grow much faster than I currently do, so I don't need the materials that badly. Of course I do gather during events, and despite that I have a crazy abundance of materials. And I can't use these materials because I already completed the champion set. So all these chests and materials, they become useless for the rest of the time I play this game. At the same time, I have all these other sets, like the Sunspear set, not even entirely rare yet, after 1 year of gameplay. That means I'm gonna need another 2 or 3 or even more years before I can get even one piece to legendary. That curve is way too steep. In the time of Game of Thrones, the cities were bustling with trade and markets were all over the place. People tried to sell their crops and trade linen for good, and most poor people could only dream of gold dragons. So they would trade items for other items. You have a chicken who lays eggs while another person has a sheep which will produce wool. Currently in the game there is nothing that brings this aspect to life. At first I was thinking, what about a real auction house where people could trade with others? I don't think this is applicable at all, because all the players have the same issue. They have too much of one product and not enough of the other. And then I was thinking, what if we could trade all these basic materials with NPC merchants? That would work really well. Now the Merchant Guild is your most centered building, like it has that importance. And all you can do there is bring a chest and hope some merchant will pay a half decent auction fee for it. And that's all fun, it gives a bunch of blue diamonds and some resources, but it doesn't really enhance the gameplay in a way that is fun and interactive. So what if we keep the auction house as it is, for now, and add a new button, the marketplace. Here all the peasants of the realm come together with their goods and things they found and offer you a range of items you can trade for your goods. You offer your wares and they give something in return. Now it's highly important that you keep this balance. You don't want players to have their Sunspear set within months without any effort. And the normal go-to rate would be like 1 against 4, where you would be able to pick an item specifically and trade that for 4 of your items. For example, 4 common jute for 1 common linen bundle from the Sunspear set. This will slow down progress incredibly, but it does give this extra edge to trading. Of course, you could add a research somewhere deeper in the production or commandership tree that can reduce that to 1 to 3. You can either show all the possible goods, but this will be quite a list as you can see here. But you could also rotate seasonal items. And the best way to do this is use the rewards calendar. You can only trade the items currently available on the rewards calendar, which means whatever they drop today, you can trade. Besides the normal trade, you can have special offers, where merchants from all over the world offer a few very good deals for you to trade. And they are all limited of course. For example, 1 rare Sense Tea Tanning for 5 common corundum, and 1 epic oak wine cup for 2 uncommon jute. These refresh daily. What would be more fun is if you could randomize those, low chance for legendary trade etc, which would be really interesting. And while we're at it, why not add mystery crates which can contain any item ranging from common to legendary for a price. So reverse auctioning. They auction you 1 or more chests for example 500 blue diamonds or 100,000 gold dragons. Enhancing the merchant like this would really increase the depth of equipment, upgrading and add a nice touch which doesn't affect the gameplay too much, but gives a minor edge to the free-to-play players as well. This will lessen the curve at least for one of the most devious and slow-paced aspects of the game. So I do hope you like this idea and feel free to spam it to GTARCADE so they get to see it. It is simple to program, but it does make a rather useless building a lot more functional. Thank you for watching, I hope you like this idea, and if you have further balanced suggestions about it, feel free to drop them in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and see you very soon.